They broke you once, not with a single blow, but piece by piece. Every lie chipped away at your trust, every betrayal carved into your heart, every silence from those you needed. Most felt like another fracture, and soon you weren't standing in the life you once knew. You were standing in ruins, ruins of friendships you thought were forever, ruins of dreams you thought were unshakable, ruins of the person you once believed yourself to be. You tried to smile through it. You tried to carry on as if the weight wasn't crushing your chest. But at night, when the world was quiet, you felt it. The cracks, the emptiness, the haunting question echoing in your mind. Am I really this broken? Is this all I'll ever be? The days blurred together, the laughter of others cut like glass. You saw the world moving forward, while you were stuck replaying the moment you fell apart. And maybe you told yourself you'd never heal. Maybe you believed them when they acted as if you were finished, as if your story had reached its final page. But here's what they never understood. Being broken is not the same as being defeated. Even shattered glass, under the right light, shines brighter than it ever did before. Even the strongest storm cannot drown a fire that was meant to burn. And though your body may have knelt, your soul, deep, unyielding, unbreakable, kept whispering, not yet, not done, not finished. Because pain is not the end. Pain is the beginning. And what they thought would destroy you is exactly what will awaken you.
They broke you once, left you cold. Shadows came, stories untold. Not again, not again. Rising slow through the pain. Scars speak, tears fall. You will walk through it all. Not again, not again. Stronger now, through the rain.
They broke you once, and maybe the world believed you would never rise again. They thought the weight of their betrayal, their silence, their cruelty would crush you forever. They thought the chains they left around your heart would keep you down. But what they never understood is that a broken soul doesn't stay broken. It learns, it remembers, it rebuilds itself, sharper, stronger, unstoppable. At first, you didn't see it. How could you? When every day felt the same, and every night felt longer than the one before. You carried the shadows inside you. They followed you everywhere, in conversations, in moments of stillness, even in your laughter. They whispered, "You're finished. You'll never recover. This is who you are now." And sometimes you believed them. You believed the echo of failure in your chest. You believed the weight pressing down on your shoulders was permanent. You believed the mirror that told you you were weaker, smaller, less than who you once were. But life has a way of waking you up. It doesn't happen in an instant. It doesn't come as a shout. It comes as a whisper, a spark, a flicker of something deep inside you, buried under all the rubble, but alive nonetheless. That spark was your soul, refusing to die. That whisper was the part of you that pain could not silence. And one day, you listened. Maybe it was in the middle of the night, when your tears had run dry. Maybe it was in the morning, when the sun broke through your window, and you realized it was still shining for you. Or maybe it was in a moment you can't even remember now, but you felt it, the shift, the change, the birth of fire. At first, it was small, a decision to stand up when everything told you to stay down, a choice to take one step forward, even though your legs trembled, a refusal to believe the voice that told you you can't. But fire, once lit, doesn't stay small for long. It grows, it spreads, it devours every chain that tried to hold you back. It burns away every lie they fed you. It consumes the version of you that was built from their cruelty, and it reveals the person you were always meant to be. You began to see clearly. You began to remember who you were before they broke you. And more importantly, you began to discover who you were meant to become because of it. Not a weaker version of yourself, not a victim trapped in the past, but a warrior forged by pain, sharpened by loss, crowned by resilience. The same cracks they left in your heart, they became windows for the light to shine through. The same wounds they thought would scar you forever, they became the very proof of your survival. Every scar whispered, "I'm still here. I'm still standing. I'm still alive." And in that realization, something powerful happened. You stopped begging for them to understand. You stopped waiting for them to come back. You stopped wishing the past could be undone, because you finally understood. Their betrayal was your liberation. Their cruelty was your catalyst. Their attempt to break you became the very reason you rose. And when you rose different, not soft, not fragile, not naive. You rose like fire, like thunder, like a storm no one can stop. They thought they had defined you, but now you define yourself. They thought they had destroyed your story, but now you are writing chapters they could never imagine. They thought you would remain in the ashes, but you built a throne from them instead. Listen closely. Every time you choose to keep going, you are spitting in the face of every voice that ever told you you can't. Every time you stand tall, you are proving them wrong. Every time you speak your truth, you are shattering the prison they tried to build around you. And the best part, they will have to watch. They will have to see the person you've become. The person they could never destroy. The person who turned pain into power, wounds into wisdom, scars into strength. You are not the same as before. You don't laugh the same. You don't love the same. You don't live the same. Because pain changed you. And thank God it did. It stripped away illusions. It burned away weakness. It forced you to meet the version of yourself you never knew existed. Now you walk differently, not with hesitation, but with purpose, not with fear, but with fire in your veins, not with doubt, but with certainty that no storm can take you down again. And when they look at you now, they won't recognize you. They'll see the fire in your eyes. They'll see the strength in your steps. They'll see the crown above your scars. And they'll whisper to themselves, how did they survive? How did they rise? But you'll know the answer. You survived because you refused to quit. You rose because you refused to stay down. You became unstoppable because the pain that was meant to end you awakened you instead. So let them stare, let them wonder, let them regret ever thinking you could be broken forever. Because the truth is simple, unshakable, undeniable. They broke you once, but never again. You are the fire they cannot extinguish. You are the storm they cannot silence. You are the living proof that no matter how deep the darkness, the light inside you will always rise. They broke you once, but when you rose, you didn't rise quietly, you didn't rise the same. You rose like thunder after silence, like lightning splitting the sky, like a storm no one could prepare for. And here's the thing they'll never understand. You didn't just survive, you transformed. You didn't just heal, you evolved. You didn't just rise, you became unbreakable. Every step you take now is a declaration. Every breath is resistance. Every heartbeat is a war drum announcing, I am still here. I am stronger than ever. Think about it. They tried to bury you, but they forgot you were a seed. They tried to silence you, but they forgot silence only makes the roar louder when it comes. They tried to shatter you, but they forgot broken glass still cuts deeper than whole. And now you are not just living, you are conquering. The world looks different when you've walked through fire and survived. The air tastes different when you've choked on ashes and learned how to breathe again. Life feels different when death of your spirit was so close. But you chose life instead. Look at yourself now, stronger, sharper, untouchable. Not the same person who once begged for love, for acceptance, for understanding. No, that version of you is gone, burned away in the flames of betrayal. The one standing here today carries scars like armor. The one standing here today wears pain like a crown. And the best part? They can't touch you anymore. Not with their lies, not with their betrayal, not with their absence. Because you've built something no one can destroy, a foundation inside yourself. Your worth is no longer tied to their approval. Your power is no longer chained to their presence. Your peace is no longer stolen by their actions. You carry your own light now, and it's brighter than anything they could ever dim. Remember this, once you've walked through hell, nothing on earth can scare you. Once you've been broken and rebuilt, no blow can destroy you. Once you've faced the end and chosen to rise, nothing can ever hold you down again. So walk forward boldly, speak without fear, live without apology, love without permission. You are not the echo of who they tried to make you. You are the roar of who you became despite them. You are the proof that pain is not the enemy. It is the architect of strength. They broke you once, yes, but now you are unbreakable. Now you are untouchable. Now you are unstoppable, and they will see it. Oh, they will see it. They'll see it in the fire in your eyes. They'll see it in the power in your voice. They'll see it in the way you carry yourself, no longer with chains, but with wings, because you don't just rise anymore. You soar. You don't just fight anymore. You conquer. You don't just exist anymore, you lead. This is your story now, not of loss, but of victory, not of weakness, but of power, not of betrayal, but of rebirth. So let the storms come. You are the thunder. Let the fires burn. You are the flame. Let the world doubt. You are the proof. They broke you once, but never again, because now you are more than a survivor. You are a warrior, a king, a legend, and legends can never be destroyed. They thought your story ended in the ruins. They thought the ashes would keep you buried forever. But ashes are not the end. Ashes are the beginning. Because from ashes, fire is born. And this time, the fire does not fade. This time, the fire does not forgive. You are not the same soul they once knew. That fragile heart, burned away, that gentle silence, torn apart, that old version of you, the one who trusted too easily, loved too openly, bent too quickly, is gone. What remains now is carved from storms, forged in shadows, and crowned in unshakable rage. You are no longer just surviving. You are devouring, no longer walking. You are conquering, no longer waiting, you are taking. This is the power of the broken who refused to stay shattered. This is the wrath of the silent who learned to roar. This is the vengeance of a soul they thought they could bury, but instead unleashed. Look at the world now. Do you see fear in their eyes? Do you see regret in their faces? They thought they left you for dead, but they only awakened something darker, something sharper, something untouchable. You are not chasing peace. You are not seeking love. You are not begging for closure. No, you are claiming territory. You are writing history. You are building a throne from the bones of your pain. And that throne, it does not tremble. It does not crack. It does not fall. Because it is built on the one truth they can never break. You do not die, you multiply. Every scar has become a soldier at your command. Every betrayal has become a blade in your arsenal. Every night you spent in darkness has become fuel for your storm. And now, when you move like a hurricane unleashed, wild, merciless, unstoppable. Listen carefully. This is not about healing. This is not about forgiveness. This is about evolution. This is about power. This is about standing so tall, so unshaken that the world itself bows when you pass. They broke you once, but now you are the breaker. Now you are the shadow in their dreams. Now you are the weight they feel in their chest when they remember what they did and realize what you have become. No more softness, no more surrender, no more chains. You wear darkness like armor. You carry fire like a weapon. You walk with thunder in your steps and venom in your veins. And when they whisper your name now, it is not with pity. It is with fear. It is with awe. It is with the kind of silence reserved for legends and monsters. Because you are both, a legend carved from storms, a monster born from betrayal, an empire in human form. And empires do not kneel. Empires do not beg. Empires do not break. So let the world try again. Let them test you. Let them betray you. Let them underestimate you. Every attempt will be another nail in their coffin. Every strike will be another spark in your fire. Every loss will only sharpen your crown, because you are not fighting to survive anymore. You are fighting to dominate, to conquer, to leave scars on the earth so deep. Time itself will never erase them, and when history remembers you, it won't say they suffered. It won't say they were broken. It will say they rose. They ruled. They never bowed again. This is the end of your weakness. This is the death of your fear. This is the birth of something they cannot name, cannot tame, cannot kill. You are not just alive. You are eternal. You are not just strong. You are unshakable. You are not just free. You are the storm that freedom fears, So let them run, let them hide, let them pray, because you are coming, and when you arrive, the world will know. They broke you once, but never again. Now, you are the breaking. Now, you are the darkness. Now, you are the crown forever.